TypeScript has been coming out with new releases very often, and they've just been adding very cool and new stuff to it. And I've already made a video like this before, but there's been a few updates since then, so in this video I'm going to be talking about 3 more advanced TypeScript techniques. We're going to be diving deep into building custom utility types, exploring type interface, and deep read-only typing. Now let's be real for a second. Most of the people that use TypeScript don't really use anything other than the basic types, but there's so much more beneath the surface, and I know they can be intimidating, but trust me, they're worth the effort and they're worth learning how to use them, because as you know, TypeScript is a great tool that you can use and help you to prevent bugs, write cleaner code, and help with team collaboration. Cool. First one is, let's imagine you have a notification system that has 3 different types of notifications. You can have an SMS notification, email notification, or a push notification, and each of these have unique payloads. And we can model this using custom utility types like this. I have interfaces here for the 3 notifications, and then I have a notification payload here that looks a bit intimidating, but basically I have a utility type here that extends the object type. So what this does is creating a type that conditionally determines the payload based on the type property. The notification payload acts as a factory where it extends the object that has a type of string. If the type is email, then email notification. If the type is SMS, then SMS notification, and this is gonna fall back to a push notification at the end. So what we can do here is, if we have a variable, and here we need to define what kind of notification it's going to be. So let's say it's a push notification. So now here in the types, we can see this already is complaining about missing some properties from the push notification, like type, title, and message. If I start saying a type, see here, the only option I have is push notification. So let's just fill out the rest of them. There we go. There's no more complaining, and the types are correct. If I try to change this here, it's going to complain that the type SMS is not assignable to type push, because this only expects the type to be push. This is very useful when you have a large system. You have a lot of different types that extend each other, and essentially if you want to have one notification or one payload type that extends multiple different types, which can happen in a large system, it's useful to do this and to make sure that you have the correct notification, and this makes extending it easy as well. TypeScript 5.5 introduced a great feature that basically means automatic type predicate inference, and this significantly reduces the boilerplate code that you have if you don't use this. Basically what it is we can define that the value is a certain type. Now the function doesn't actually only check if the value is type, it also informs TypeScript that if the function returns true, that the type is a number. Now previously you would have to manually annotate the return type, but here using this we can see that we can, if we define a variable that's unknown and we assign the number to it, and then we can check the value number. At this point we can see that TypeScript knows that the value is a number. When we do the check here, it's still unknown, but then here we know the value is of type number. I think this is a pretty cool feature that was recently introduced in one of the TypeScript updates. You've probably seen the read-only data modifier by TypeScript. For example, if you have an interface of a person that has a name and then it has a address, which is an object with multiple fields inside, if we use read-only, then this only applies to the first level of properties. It doesn't really apply to the properties of street. And I'll show you here an example. If I want to change the person with read-only name, you can see here that TypeScript complains that you cannot assign because it's a read-only property. But if I go to address street, then you can assign this. So the read-only is not a deep read-only, it only applies to the first level of properties of the object. If you want to have a deep read-only, we can specify something like this. That this is a custom data modifier that specifies that the key is going to be read-only. Now here it goes deeper than just the first level, because if it's an object, then it's gonna basically loop through the deep read-only and then assign the read-only property to each of the sub-objects. So here we're saying apply read-only to this, to the key, and the value is gonna be, is it an object? Then we need to do this again, and if it's not an object, then it's just going to be the value of the key. And we can see here that this works because if we use the person with deep read only and we try to change the street, now it says that the street is a read-only property. Now this is a cool way of adding something that TypeScript doesn't support yet and can actually help you modify your data types to your needs. Like you see, TypeScript can be very powerful. I'm still only scratching the surface here of what TypeScript can actually do. I know a lot of people on Twitter especially are saying that TypeScript is not as valuable, especially if you're building small apps or if you're a one-man band trying to build something. But there's also a lot of people that use it and they've caught bugs while writing code, which is the reason why I'm recommending TypeScript. If you use JavaScript, then there's no reason why not to use TypeScript, I think. But yeah, that's been it for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like 97% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. Press the like button if you like this video. If you have any feedback, put it down in the comments below. But that's been pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy coding. Bye.